You have been going through a period of time where you have felt really isolated, being disconnected despite being around people. You might feel alone, like your voice is lost somehow. And the reason for that is that there's been a spotlight stolen from you. Somebody taking credit for your work, or overshadowed or displaced, or the recognition was given to someone else instead of you. So I asked Spirit why this is happening. This person is a teacher for you. It's a spiritual lesson that your soul was needing to learn. It's helping you evolve. It should be considered a gift. It's hard to imagine that feeling like that, how that could possibly be a gift. But what the gift is about you finding your truth about who you really are, how much you have evolved as a person. And you could have been misguided by a falsehood, and now it's time to shine a light on what speaks to your heart and soul. And I think it's also about shining a light on who you really are as a person, because you're meant to be in the spotlight. You're meant to shine. So that's what I have for you. Leo, when I asked Spirit, what is your truth in this situation? Your truth is to focus on your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose, because happiness is simple. It holds the key to fulfilling a contented heart. Okay? There's something you need to take action on with this teacher energy. Okay? And I just heard a big thump in my house somewhere. So that's a confirmation. Yeah, you are isolated on your own, dealing with immaturity, overshadowed, displaced. You need to take action. I feel like this person is waiting to seek some sort of reaction from you as well. It's like they're getting some sort of joy in this situation. You have a decision to make for choices. Acting with clarity. Magician, look at this. I was asking, why is this happening now? It's time for you to act. You have all of the resources in the world. I'm going to move this over here for a second. You have all the resources in the world to act on your own behalf. The magician acts for themselves, usually. They're a singular energy. They have the ability to manifest anything in their life. Regardless of what is happening with this situation, your justice comes from your own action. Happiness is simple. It's created within yourself. It comes with small wonders. What is the wonder? What you're able to create. Justice. Wow, that is a very clear message. 2 major arcanas. I think you have to turn your back on this situation. You're looking towards what is coming in and being manifested as we speak. I think that you're already starting to get into this energy if you haven't already, Leo, because your ships are coming in as you turn your back on the past, as you turn your back on this teacher energy. These lessons are considered a gift because it's part of your human experience. That's the truth that you're finding. When you do that, it can release you from this old energy, from hanging on. Because so often it's our own literal hang-ups with not having closure in the way that we would like to have it that keeps us from being able to release situations and unhook from the energy. Okay? So I know I have personally been in situations in the past where I felt like the people who were acting in a certain way were never going to get justice. They were never going to get found out. They were never going to admit that what they had done was wrong, and no one else was going to see it. And so for that reason, I had the hardest time letting go. But for myself, when I acted with clarity, And I recognize that that didn't actually matter because that was not up to me to decide anyway. They have their own day with destiny, their own day with God. However you want to word it, karmic justice. You're creating your own karmic reward here because of what you're going to do in your actions. Spirit will take care of the rest. What does Spirit want to say about this for Leo? Okay, so I have this card coming out sideways. When I get a card coming out sideways, I turn it to the right, okay? Or it's like an in-between type energy. So this is like you being in the process of opening your heart. And it's difficult right now. It's really difficult right now because of what you have just experienced. Because like I said, you're dealing with this illusion and delusion and this false reality that was created by this teacher energy, by this karmic energy. And it's like, how in the world am I supposed to unguard myself to be able to create? How can I do that when this person is still doing what they're doing? Right? Because it's about investing within you. Yes, and there's the love. Okay, there is the love. Oh, sorry, look. As I'm pulling the cards away, I'm having Eight of Cups with the Seven of Swords. You're choosing yourself. When all else fails, you choose you. Don't worry about the deception. Just turn your back and leave. Walk away. Act with clarity. Happiness is simple. It's not where you're at. It's not where you're at. You can see that very clearly. Okay. And it's a challenge, but I think Spirit knows that you have the ability to do this. Why? Because you're the Queen of Wands. You're the Phoenix rising. This is you, Leo. Look at you. Masculine, feminine energy is irrelevant. The energy of the Queen of Wands is somebody who has been through it, who has had their self-esteem directly impacted by others. They felt like they didn't have a voice in your situation. They felt suppressed. And you're the Queen of freaking Wands. Why do you think this person wanted to suppress you? Because you're attractive, you're beautiful, you're magnetic. You could be potential for a business owner or creation, artistic, stunning. Everything comes to you. With the Queen of Wands and the Magician energy combined, it's wowza energy. That is part of the truth you're figuring out as well. So potential blocks for Leo. Here we go. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yeah, so it's just a matter of having to understand that this is going to come within yourself. This happiness, this feeling of isolation and everything like that. I feel like you've been juggling on if it's something that you can actually get yourself out of this energy. I feel like you feel very lonely right now. Again, I'm seeing this Nine of Pentacles covering the heart just like this Four of Pentacles is. Again, it's about, can I really do this? I don't know if I can. I feel like it's too much for me right now. I feel unstable in this way. I feel like it's too much for me. It's all about this coin though. It's all about this pentacle. It's all about offering something real, right? You have this pentacle with the Magician energy. That is what you have. I think it's about unhooking from the situation. Okay. Finding joy in the small wonders. They hold the key. That's what it is. Okay, I just figured it out. This is the key. Literally. Covering heart, covering heart. Covering heart with the hand. This is the key. What's going to happen in the next 30 days or so for Leo when they see this reading? There it is, you guys. Oh my God, look at it. It's the Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. It is the key. In case I was wondering if I was right, there it is again. Okay. It is the key to the Wheel of freaking Fortune for you. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to unhook yourself from this. You're going to manifest this with the Wheel of Fortune. It's a karmic wheel. When you find the truth, when you act with clarity, when you realize the situation was a teacher, when you realize you don't have to have justice from the outside world, that you can create that within yourself. When you can choose to forgive or unhook yourself from an energy, even without knowing what the other person is going to say or even speaking to them again, you can detach yourself from that energy when you realize you can do this. When you realize that you can give your heart to the right person who's going to give it back to you, who acts as a true friend, who acts reciprocal, who is just like you in the future, you're unlocking that key. You're unlocking your own heart, and you are learning the lesson in a way that allows you to spin the wheel. And fortune is on your side. Your destiny is on your side. You're not allowing fate to just drag this thing along and see what happens in the future. You're taking your power back in your own way and allowing the universe to do the rest. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, fixed sign energy with a Wheel of Fortune. And this is what you're going to get. Okay? Oh my gosh. The Ten of Cups. I mean, this speaks for itself, Leo. Look at what you're going to get. And the Queen of Cups is underneath. Beautiful. All right. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check out your other placements. These readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Cross Watcher energy. Leave me an emoji if you can. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much, Leo. I just saw 1111. Okay, bye.